Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Grace Regato softball field here at the Breed Complex. And we're starting what we'd call our second season. We started the baseball season. We've done a couple of games. Now we're doing our first softball game. Link Glasgow taking on Everett. Kind of a mixed bag for me. I did Everett football for 25 years. I did every Super Bowl they've ever played in. So I made a lot of friends. A couple of them are here today that I got to talk to. But it's Greater Boston League softball. As Glasgow and English moved over, I think it's at least 3, maybe 4 years now that they've moved over to the Greater Boston League out of the Northeastern Conference. Joe Moran, the head guy for the Rams. Assistant coach Gambali, who does a very nice job. And Stacy, I believe this is your first year coaching Everett. I was trying to find the coach. I was looking for the people I knew from before. She came over and handed me the lineup. She did a great job making the lineup out. Very legible, big block letters, easy to read. Emma Longmore, the second baseman, will step in for Everett, the Crimson Tide against the Rams. And Rachel Dana, daughter of the very successful St. Mary's baseball coach. Lined in a right field, the first pitch for a base hit, and into second with a double. So an auspicious start in the first game of the season. Longwell, the first pitch he sees, goes the other way with it, doubles inside the right field foul line. And Everett, right off the bat, has a runner in scoring position. Rachel Dana got some experience on the mound. Last year she was mostly a third baseman. They were slow covering at first. The ball gets thrown away. Emilio Maria Babcock. So just like that, Everett has a run and a runner at second with nobody out. Lauren Wilson did what she was supposed to do. She caught it, threw it right to the first base bag. Second baseman didn't get there. And went into right field. It went right through the wickets in right field. So Longmore scores the run. Babcock winds up at third. And Gianna Masucci. I don't know if she's related to the Lynn Masucci's, who are very good friends. So, big start for Everett. 1 in, 1 on with 2 hitters. She had her 2 strikes. Now she's got to come in with the pitch. Call, third strike. Good pitch by Dana. Alexa Uga, The third baseman is the hitter. In for a strike. Way wide for a ball. Pop foul in the direction of the Classical dugout. Hit in the left field for a base hit. So Uger gets a base hit and an RBI. And Everett jumped out to a very quick 2-0 lead. Ashley Seward, the right fielder, is the hitter. It goes to the backstop, but the runner was not going at first base. Warren Wilson got to it quickly. Hit to third. They get one. Nice play by Olej at third. So two-way with a runner at first. Brianna Mason, the first baseman, is the hitter. Aisha Olej, the third baseman, made that nice play to the second baseman, Ramirez. Pop foul back and out of play. Bouncing, nice stop by Wilson. Keeping the runner at first base. Foul tip held on to by Wilson nicely. Hit in the right center field for a base hit. They're going to send the runner from first. Mason gets the second double in the inning, a big 2-out hit. And with 2 outs, Seward was running. Scores easily from first. And Everett jumped out to a 3-0 lead. Missing low for a ball. This is Arabella Savitkusik. Trying to say that 5 times fast. Popped up. Nice play by the first baseman Braswell, going to her right, leaning up, picking it off. So Everett is finally down. They send 7 to the plate. 3 of them score. 2 big doubles. Along with a single, they get 3 hits. All 3 hits score. There was an error in the inning as well that helped set up one of the runs. So Classical has dug themselves a hole. They're down 3-0. As they come to bat in the bottom of the first, it'll be Lauren Wilson, the catcher, leading off. Rachel Dana will pitch and bat second. The shortstop, Nevaeh Eth, hits number 3. In the cleanup spot is the first baseman, Brooke Braswell. The center fielder, Emma Chevalier, will hit number 5. Aliani Ramirez will play second and bat 6th. Asia Elias, the third baseman, will hit number 7. Simone Wilson, no relation to Lauren, is the designated player, hitting for the left fielder, Liliana Parker, and bringing up the tail into the batting order, playing right field, is Kelsey Sinopus. So Glasgow has got their work cut out for him. Peyton Warren, the pitcher, her first start of the season, going to make it a little bit easier. Before she throws a pitch, she's got a 3-0 lead.
Number 7, classical. Her name's Asia. It's Asia, just with a Y.
So Lauren Wilson, she's a story. She's finishing up a great career at Glasgow. Very good basketball player, part of a 20-0 regular season that Glasgow girls had. She was an outstanding soccer player. They had a very good goaltender coming in. The goaltender left. Lauren Wilson stepped in, did a great job helping lead her team to the state tournament as the goaltender. And obviously a softball player. And she's been an outfielder most of the time. Now they need a catcher. She gets behind the plate. She's an outstanding young lady. Terrific athlete. Hit way up in the air to center field. Long run, just holding on. Basket catch by Jayla Davila. Wilson golfed that one. 1 up, 1 down for Rachel Dana. Popped up. And it's going to go out of play. Looking at this on your TV, you'd say it must be a beautiful day down at the Grace Regato field. It's bright blue skies with just a whisper of clouds, sun shining, but it's cold. There's a breeze that makes it very chilly. Popped up in foul territory, had it, dropped it. So Rachel Dana gets a life. Start of the season, the softball teams will work their way to the end of the year when they have the Holland tournament here. English, Classical, St. Mary's, and Swampscott. Up and away for a ball. So Warren, the coach, has become a big part of Classical. He's on one of the coaches on the football team as well. That one kind of rolls in. Hit in the air. That's going to be by everybody to the fence. Dana in with a stand-up double. She got all of that one. She split Pitkusik, the left fielder, and Davila, the center fielder. Got it all the way to the fence. And she helps herself with a double. And Avea S, the shortstop, will be the hitter. Hit foul. Off the catcher. Dana will go to third. This was wide and away. So Glasgow will runner at third, trying to eat into this 3-0 Everett lead. Hit in the air to left field, going back, all the way back. Had it, caught it, dropped it. F will reach on the error. Glasgow gets one of them back. Vitsukis went all the way back. Looked like she made a nice running catch. Had it and went down on one knee and dropped it. And Brooke Braswell, the first baseman, gets hit on the ankle with the pitch. So now it's first and second for Glasgow with one out. Emma Chevalier, the center fielder, will be the hitter. In for a strike. So they get one of them back. High for a ball. Dana helped herself with a double and scoring the run. Wide for ball two. Hit to first. They were going to make the play. She turned to make the flip to the second baseman. The second baseman wasn't there. Luckily, she had enough time. The first baseman, Mason, had enough time to go over and make the play herself. She looked over quickly and said, I'll just flip it to the second baseman. She wasn't there. The runners move up to second and third. Eliani Ramirez is the hitter. Swing and a miss. Swung through that pitch. I thought it was strike three. Everybody's waiting around. Now they finally say, yes, strike three. So Glasgow leaves the tying runs at second and third, but they get a run back. So we played an inning here at the Breed Complex in this opening of the softball season. Everett 3, Glasgow 1. 8-9-1 for Everett as we start the second inning. Peyton Warren, the pitcher. So a pitcher against pitcher here as we start the second inning. Down and in for a ball. Swing and miss. Evens the count at 1. Off-speed pitch, breaks down the way. Up and away for a ball. Mitchell Dane is a multi-sport athlete as well. Her family were great athletes at Glasgow. And she gets hit on the ankle. So they hit Bashford. Gives Everett the leadoff hitter in the second inning. Kayla Davila, the center fielder, is the hitter. With the top of the order on deck. That's the button, missed it. Oh, 1 the count. Hits it to third. They only have one play. Nice pick at first base. What a nice play by Brooke Braswell. Olay got it quickly. It's not a sacrifice, but it works the same. But that looked like it could be trouble. The throw was in the dirt. And Braswell made a very nice pick at first base to get the out. Emma Longmore doubled inside the right field line and scored the first run, leading off the ball game. And that started a 3-run inning for Everett. Two pitches high out of the strike zone. Hit foul out of play. Over the Everett dugout. Two on the count. The Crimson Tide, second baseman. In for a strike on the inside corner. Good pitch. Evens the count at 2. Hit the second base. Bobble, they can't make the play. Everett looking to get that run back and get their 3-1 cushion back. They have first and third with 1 out. Emilio Maria Babcock, the catcher. She bunted And when Wilson threw the ball to first, there was nobody covering. It went into right field. Went by the right fielder as well. She wound up at third base and scored a run as Longmore steals second. So it's now second and third. So an error cost him in the first inning, and now an error. And a hit batsman have put Glasgow in trouble again. High for ball 3. In for a strike. Babcock taking all the way. On the inside corner again. She can't be as fussy now at bat with the count 3-2. And ball 4. So a walk, an error, and a hit batsman have loaded the bases for Gianna Masucci, the shortstop, who was called out on strike share one at bat. Hit foul behind home plate. So Everett got 3 in the top of the first. Costco got one of them back. Everett trying to get that one and maybe a couple more back because they have the bases loaded again. High for a ball. Oh, he called it a strike. I guess just let the umpire call it. Looked like it was over her head. They get 1. They're not even looking for 2. Masucci reaches on the fielder's choice. So they do get the run back. And for the moment, it's first and third. I assume they were going to steal second base. Alexa Uga singled in a run, her one trip. Hits it to third. Another nice play by Olej over there. Gets her second play in the inning. But Glasgow, very gracious host in that second inning. A hit batsman, an error, a walk, a fielder's choice. Gives Everett the 3-run cushion back. And once again, as Peyton Moore takes the mound, again, she's got a 3-run lead. Even though she gave up a run in the first inning.
Yeah, but it's more.
But Glasgow will be 7, 8, and 9 here in the second inning. Greater Boston League action as we're underway here on LETV in the baseball softball season. Took a while. It was a lot of time. We reminisced and went back and showed some previous games. Basketball and hockey was over, and there was just a little bit of a spell. I was getting nervous. I was sitting home watching television with nothing to do. Now we're right back at it. Asia Olays. First time when I mentioned her batting, I said Asia. But my camera person, who was a cheerleader for classical, let me know that Asia is a cheerleader as well, and her name is pronounced Asia. So it's Asia Olays, the third baseman. She's made a couple of nice plays defensively. Way up and away to the backstop for ball one. Swing and a miss. Hit in the center field, right by the pitcher for a base hit. Solid shot by Olays. And Classical has the leadoff hitter on in the bottom of the second inning. Simone Wilson. She's the designated player. She's hitting for the left fielder, Juliana Parker. Hit in the right field for a base hit. So back-to-back singles brings the tying run to home plate here in the second inning. Kelsey Sinopus, the right fielder. She's a tough strike zone. She's not that big. Hitting from the left side. Here's the bunt, takes the pitch up and away for a ball. Not easy to throw a strike here. Fouls off the attempted bunt. She switched from lefty to righty and bunted it foul. So she'll stay right-handed now. Strike three. She's running to first, but she's out. She can't go. First base was occupied. She's out. The runners will move up to second and third. So at the time of the pitch, first base was occupied, so the hitter can't run unless there's two outs. So Laura Wilson hit it well to right center field, but the center fielder, DeVilla, tracked it down. So she's up now with second and third and one out. A chance to get Glasgow a little bit closer. Hit the deep shot. They got no play. Masucci kept it from going in the outfield. Wilson gets an infield hit and an RBI. Olays goes to third. Excuse me, Simone Wilson goes to third. Olays scores. Wilson takes off, they let her go. So the tying run's in scoring position for Rachel Dana, who doubled her first time up. And she hits it to left field. Runner at third didn't tag up. She went halfway home. Didn't stay on the bag. So it's still second and third with 2 outs. For Nevaeh F., the shortstop, who reached on it. She hit the ball a long way to left field. Left fielder had it, caught it, and dropped it. Up and away for a ball. Hit off her foot. Solid shot. Right by the third base bag. F gets Classical even. To double. Wilson scores easily from second. Both Wilsons. Simone from third, no relation. So Classical has tied it up. Everett got 3 in the first. Classical's got 3 here in the second. They both got a run in the other half innings. Classical got 1 in the bottom of the first. Everett got 1 in the top of the second. So they're mimicking each other on the scoreboard. And it's now 4-4. Hit out in front of the plate. And they throw Braswell out to pitch. A nice job by Warren getting it to the first baseman, Mason. But Classical gets a big 2-out double by Eth. Brings in the 2 runs that tie the game up. And we start all over again. We started even, and now we're even again. 4-4. Classical Everett at the end of 2. 5, 6, and 7 for Everett as we start the third inning in what's now a dead even game. Both teams have got 4 in the first 2 innings. Ashley Seward hit into a fielder's choice and then came around to score on Brianna Mason's double in that 3-run first inning. Up and away for a ball. Hit high in the air to deep left field by everybody. That's another extra base hit. Third double for Everett. And for the third straight inning, they have the leadoff hitter on base. Brianna Mason got one of those doubles. She's got a double and an RBI. Hers was a big 2-out hit. That was a solid shot by Seward. Up off the glove, wild pitch will move the runner to third. 3-0 the count. The Crimson Tide first baseman. Goes after it, pops it up. Olay had it and just dropped it. So Mason gets a life. Hit off the left fielder. She dropped the ball. Mason reaches on the error. Everett breaks the tie with the double, wild pitch, and error. Arabella Vitkusik popped to the first baseman. Her one trip. In for a strike. So Everett's got the lead back now at 5-4. Hit foul off the backstop. Solid shot to left field by everybody. It went over the fence for a home run. She stopped at third. I couldn't see from here. It actually went over the fence for a home run. Vitsusik hit it a ton. So Glasgow tied it up in the second. The first three hitters for Everett have scored here in the third. A double, an error, and now a 2-run home run. I thought maybe it bounced over because Vitkusik stopped at third base, but then the umpire said, no, keep going. A solid shot to left field. And Everett has got their 3-run cushion back. They got 3 in the first inning to grab the lead. Now they break the 4-4 tie, and it's 7-4 Everett. Peyton Warren, the pitcher for Everett, got hit by a pitch and scored in the second inning. High for a ball. Hit in the air. Shortstop S, he started back, then had to come back in. Makes the play for the first out. So we'll pop up the shot. Is the out. It brings up Jayla Davila. Grounded out third to first. In for a strike. Hit in the center field for a base hit. It'll bring up the top of the order, Emma Longmore. She doubled and scored and reached on an error. She's the second baseman for the Crimson Tide. Hit foul out of play. Hit up the middle for a base hit. Longmore's on for the third time. First and second for the Crimson Tide. Babcock, the catcher, will be the hitter. She's been on twice. Reese on error, scored, walked. Tries to bunt a pitch that was down in the dirt and missed it. Chase, that pitch was down and in. Swing right through. Looked like he was trying to golf it. Strike three called. Two away here in the third. Gianna Masucci called on strikes. Bounced on the fielder's choice, getting an RBI in the second inning. Solid shot. Left fielder's there to make the play. Hit it well, hit it right at Parker. So they send 8 to the plate. 3 of them score, 2 of them on a big 2-run home run by Vit Kusik. I know I'm not pronouncing that correctly. So they have another 3-run inning. 3 hits, 2 of them extra bases. Klaus will got another hole to dig themselves out of. As back to a 3-run cushion for Everett. And it will be 5, 6, and 7 for the Lady Rams as we start the bottom of the third. Emma Chevalier, the center fielder. Bounced to the first baseman, her one trip. That was the play where the ground ball, the first baseman caught it, turned to throw it to the second baseman covering, but the second baseman wasn't there. And Mason had enough time to go over and step on the bag and get the out herself. So once again, starting the third inning, Peyton Warren will have a 3-run cushion. Glasgow wiped it out in the second inning, but now she gets it right back as the ball's hit foul off to the right side. Emma Chevalier is the center fielder for the Lady Rams. They haven't turned the lights on here at Grace Regatta Complex yet. I hope there's somebody that can do it because it's starting to get a little bit dark. The lights came on, I guess you'd call them street lights, along the driveway here at Breed, and the lights at the school came on. That one bounces in. Evens the count at 2. Hit to short. Nice play by Masucci, the strong throw. Rocket of an arm over to Mason. They throw Chevalier out. 1 up, 1 down in the third. Eliani Ramirez struck out swinging her one trip. Hit foul. Two quick strikes. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Third strikeout for Warren. Swing and a miss. Asia Oleas singled and scored in that 3-run second inning. She got it started. As she waves the next pitch. Quickly 0-2. Up and away for a ball. Hit to first base. This time they cover. This time the second baseman lawnmower went over the cover. Mason tried to make the diving catch. She trapped it, and then she gets the toss over. And we got our first 1-2-3 inning. Unfortunately, it goes against the Rams, who were down in the third inning. So we completed 3 full. 7-4. The Crimson Tide over the Rams of Glasgow. Alexa Ugo has singled and grounded to third. Her single got her an RBI. She's leading off the 4th inning. Hit up the middle for a base hit. 4 straight innings. Everett has the leadoff hitter on. Ashley Seward reached center fielder's choice and scored, doubled and scored. Waved at that pitch, was down in the dirt. Evens the count at 1. Hit foul back and out of play. Off-speed pitch that floated in for a strike. Good pitch by Dana. Her third strikeout. Brianna Mason doubled and scored. Reached on error and walked around on Vitkuskas. 2-run home run. Solidly hit. Long run. Can't get there. It drops in for a base hit. The runner had to hold up to see if it would be caught. So the runner at first gets to second. So it's first and second with one out for Arabella Vitkusik. She popped to first and then hit a 2-run home run over the left field fence. She get hit on the foot. And once again, Everett has the bases loaded. Peyton Moore on the pitcher can help herself. She get hit by a pitch and scored. Popped to the shortstop. Pitch was over but low for ball one. In for a strike. Hit foul out of play. Off to the right side. One out, 3 on. Everett leading at 7-4. Little late swing, hits it out to left field, off the left fielder's glove. 2 runs are going to score. Haskell having trouble defensively. That's a ball that was catchable. She went in, had it, and just dropped it. But it's popped up. Dana will make the play herself. Almost got the double play. Nice job by Rachel Dana. Two away for the leadoff hitter, Emma Longmore. She's been on 3 times. Doubled and scored, reached on an error, and singled. In for a strike. Up and away for a ball. Wide for a ball. Down and in for a ball. 3-1 the count to the Everett second baseman. In for a strike. So we get a full count. 2 outs, 2 on, 2 in. Here in the top of the fourth. Hit foul just past the third base bag. Elias was just about to make the tag at third for the force out. So Longmore will get to see another pitch. And it's ball 4. She's on for the 4th time. And again, the bases are loaded. Emilio Maria Babcock reached on error and scored, walked, called out on strikes. She's the catcher for the Crimson Tide. Hit in the air in foul territory. Braswell had it, couldn't hold on to it. And Glasgow not helping themselves defensively. They're not helping Rachel Dana defensively, that's for sure. And that easy play, the left fielder had an easy play. Way up and away for a ball. That noise you're hearing over my head, that's a helicopter. We don't have many of those flying over here. Frazier Field. Yesterday we had a blimp flying over. Popped up. Braswell holds on to the pop-up. Everett sends 8 more to the plate. They leave the bases loaded. They score 2 more. We'll move into the bottom half of the 4th. It'll be 8-9 and 1 for Glasgow. They have a little bit of a hole to dig themselves out of now. Simone Wilson, Kelsey Shinapus, back to the top of the order, Lauren Wilson. And for the first time in 4 innings, Peyton Moore does not have a 3-run cushion to start the inning. She has a 5-run cushion, as it's now 9-4. And they've turned the lights on here at the Grace Regatta Complex. As night has settled in. in this late starting 6 o'clock game. English. Girls had the first game. Simone Wilson singled and scored her one trip. In for a strike. Two quick strikes. Hit back to the mound. Warren will make the play. Five in a row retired by Peyton Warren after giving up the two-run double to Esther tied the game up. Kelsey Centerpost was called out on strikes. Hits it the shot. There's Masucci with that rocket arm. Two up, two down in the bottom of the fourth. Warren Wilson hit it well to center field. The center fielder, DeVille, tracked it down. Last time up, she got a base hit, knocked in a run, and scored a run. She was 2/3 of the offense in the second inning when they tied the game up. Hit back to the mound. Warren makes her second play in the inning. Her second 1-2-3 inning. She's retired 7 in a row. 8 out of 9. We've completed 4. Glasgow on the short end. Everett 9. Glasgow 4. Wilson has moved out to left field. Hit straight away to center field. Wilson comes on, doesn't make the play. It drops between them. Chevalier was about to make the play. Wilson cut in front of her, and it bounced right between the two of them. And Masucci winds up with a double. Wilson has gone to left field. The left fielder, Parker, has gone to right field. And the right fielder, Centerpost, has gone behind the plate. And now Masucci scoots over to third. Alexa Ugo has singled, knocking a run, grounded to third, singled and scored. Hits it solidly to right field, over the right fielder's head. Back-to-back doubles to start the fifth inning. Ugo's got her third hit, second RBI. And Everett gets into double digits with 10 runs. Hit the deep shot. They don't have a play. Now off the second baseman's glove, but nobody's going anywhere. Masucci, the runner from second, Uga, took off. She was a dead duck, but second baseman deflected the throw from Masucci away. Seward gets an infield hit, and guess what? Everett has the bases loaded again. They're coming out to check on the runner at second. She says she's okay. And we're going to get a runner for her. I think it's Cassidy Rivera, the runner at second base. Pre-animation doubled in a run, reached an error and scored, singled and scored. High and tight for a ball. Popped up. The runner at second didn't go because she didn't know whether Masucci would catch the ball or not. So it winds up a force at third. Just a little flare over the pitcher, over the mound. So it's still first and second, but now with one out. That was a play where the runner really couldn't go because if Masucci catches it, it's a double play. It bounced, and the runner had no chance to get to third base. Hits it foul to the backstop. So two away. Peyton Warren is hit by a pitch and scored, popped up, reached on an error. First and second now with two outs. In for a strike. 1-2 the count. Hit in the air. Wilson goes over and makes the play. But Everett gets another one. They get into double digits. Back-to-back doubles. So going into the bottom of the fifth, it's now 10-4. Everett over Classical here at the Grace Regato Complex. Or the Grace Regato softball field at the Breed Complex. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 for Classical. As we start the bottom of the fifth, and the weather's got to get better. It just cools off. It was like 50, a little above 50 during the day. The sun was out, looked like a nice day. But the wind was blowing around, made it a little bit chilly, and now the sun goes away, the nighttime comes, and it gets a whole lot colder. And we are almost in the middle of April. Rachel Dana doubled and scored. Fly to left field. This was a game that was, this is Tuesday. This is a game that was supposed to be played yesterday. And Everett said, we'd rather play it today because of the eclipse. They didn't want to be playing during the eclipse. That had everybody's attention. Popped up, it's going to go out of play. Solid shot to right field, over the right fielder's head. Dana has her second double. And Classical has the leadoff hitter on in the bottom of the fifth. And they need a few more base runners. There at the shortstop reached on her. Her double knocked in two that tied the game up in the second inning. In the dirt, Dana will go to third. Hit in the air, over everybody's head. Almost in my lap. The throw won't be anywhere near getting S. She's got a triple. She's got her third RBI. She hit that a ton. Split right field, center field, right to the fence. She winds up at third. Brooke Braswell got hit by a pitch, bounced to the pitcher. And she gets hit by a pitch again. So first and third for the Lady Rams. Emma Chevalier bounced to first, bounced out short to first. High for a ball. The runner takes off. He threw the ball to third, but wasn't anywhere near in time. So Glasgow has second and third, with the count 1-1 to the Rams center fielder. Waved at that pitch. Warren had retired 7 in a row, 8 out of 9 coming into this inning before she gave up the double and a triple and then hit the next batter. Hit in the right field, caught. The runner at third didn't tag. The runner at third went halfway home. All you young kids at home, if you're at third base, stay there. If it's caught, you can score. If it's not caught and it bounces in, you can score. But if you go half or more down the line and it's caught, you don't score. You have to go back to third base. So Glasgow hurt themselves on the base pass. They could have had a run there. In for a strike. Second baseman, Aliana Ramirez, has struck out twice. And that's strikeout number 3. So 2 away. Asia Olays singled and scored. Bounced out first baseman to the second baseman covering. High for a ball. Hit foul to the backstop. Swing and a miss. Off to catch it, so they're going to get a break. The run's going to score. They came close to not getting that run scoring. They didn't tag up on the line shot to right field. Looked like they might be stranded at third. But Glasgow gets a break with the wild pitch. It gets hit out of play. Glasgow's really hurt themselves defensively. Now, almost hurt themselves, almost didn't get a run because they didn't tag up. They hit the right field. They were 3/4 of the way home, thinking it was a hit, and they had to go back. They couldn't score, but they got a break. A wild pitch brought the run home. Sailing home. Braswell was off the base. They threw the ball back to the pitcher. She broke for home. Slides in. I was waiting to see what they're going to call. She steals home. As the catcher threw the ball back to Warren, Braswell broke for the plate. They threw the ball home. Braswell beat the tag. And it's now 10-7 as Glasgow's put 3 on the board. Strike 3 called. So she strikes out 2 in a row to get out of the inning. But Glasgow gets a double, a triple, a hit batsman, and all 3 of them score. The last one on the steal of home by Braswell. We've completed 5 in this Greater Boston League battle. It's now 10-7 Everett over Glasgow. 9-1-2 for Everett as we start the 6th inning as we go back and forth. Looked like Everett was going to walk away. Now here comes Glasgow closing the gap a bit. Fishing down and in for ball 2. Jayla DeVillo, the center fielder, is grounded to third and singled, popped to the pitcher. She tried to bunt, popped it up to Dana. Hit foul, past third base. Way up and away for a ball. And that's ball 4. Third walk given up by Dana. More the leadoff hitter has done her job. She's been on base 4 times. Now make it 5 if she gets hit by a pitch. She doubled and scored, reached an error, singled, walked, got hit by a pitch. She's been on base 5 different times, 5 different ways. So Everett coming right back, first and second, nobody out. Emilio Maria Babcock reached on there and scored, walked, struck out, popped to the first baseman. Shape at third. Shortstop asked one over because the third baseman was closing in, looking for a bunt. Instead of the bunt, the double steal puts the runners at second and third. Hit right up the middle for a base hit. So Everett comes right back. Every time it looks like Glasgow's closing the gap. The double steal set it up. Second and third. Babcock gets the base hit. Masucci struck out, bounced to the fielder's choice, getting an RBI, fly to left, doubled and scored. And she's played very well at shortstop. She's got an arm like a rocket. Chopped that one out of the dirt, foul. So Glasgow gets 3, get back in it, down 3. Everett gets the first 2 hitters to score. And they have a runner at first with nobody out. Pop foul back out of play. Everett scored in every inning. They've got an even dozen right now. Hit up the middle for a base hit. Masucci's got her second hit. Everett keeps it going. First and second, nobody out. Down and in for a ball. Alexa Ugo's having a night. Singled in a run. Bounced out third to first. Singled and scored. Doubled in a run. 3 for 4. She scored 2 and knocked in 2. Good pitch on the corner. 1-2 the count. To the Crimson Tide third baseman. Swing and a miss. She can't run. Now there were everybody running. They got him caught off. They overthrow it. And a run is going to score. The hitter took off like she was going to go to first base. She struck out. The runner at second, thinking they were running, she took off. The runner at first took off. She was halfway to second. They threw the ball. She took off to second base. The runner at second took off for third. They threw the ball over the third baseman's head. So they wound up getting a run on the play. Masucci winds up at third. Uga saw the whole thing, running to first when she struck out, went the ball in the dirt. She can't go because first base is occupied. They had both runners picked off the bases. They chose the runner at first. And then they tried to throw the runner out going to third. They threw it way over the third baseman's head, down the left field line. Babcock wound up scoring. Masucci winds up at third. And Everett has their third 3-run inning. Nice stop by the catcher, Sinopos. In for a strike. Count goes full. So it is the right fielder. Just get a piece and stays alive. Hit foul again. So we'll do it again at 3-2. And that's ball 4. So 1st and 3rd now for Brianna Mason, who doubled in a run, reached on her and scored, singled and scored, and reached on the fielder's choice. Emma Chevalier will be the new pitcher. As a shot is hit foul off to the left side by Brianna Mason. Dana will go to center field. Mason has doubled in a run, reached on her, scored, singled and scored, reached on the fielder's choice. She lines it foul again off to the left side. 1st and 3rd, 1 out, 3 runs in. Again, the 3rd 3-run inning for Everett. High for a ball. Low for a ball. Evens the count at 2. Wide for a ball. So she had her 2 strikes. Now she's got to come in with a pitch or put her on. Hit into center field for a base hit. Line shot. Almost took off the foot of the pitcher. First and 3rd again with another run in. Now it's 2nd and 3rd as Mason goes to second. Arabella Kusik popped to the pitcher. Hit a 2-run home run. Got hit by a pitch. And was out her last time as well. So she's 1 for 3, but it's a big 2-run home run. The one hit. Swing and a miss. So now they've doubled up on Glasgow, 14-7. Off the catcher. Now they got 2 runners at 3rd. And they dropped the ball at second base. I don't believe it. The runner was going from 3rd, was almost home. They threw the ball to the pitcher. She went back to 3rd. The runner at second was already at 3rd. As Vitsukas draws a walk. So they had 2 runners at 3rd. The runner going back to 3rd. The runner trying to get back to 2nd. They threw it and the second baseman dropped the ball. Peyton Warren, the pitcher, is the 9th hitter in the inning. 15-7 is the score. Lined in the right field. Base hit. Runner's going to score. The runner goes to third. DeVilla is the hitter. She started this inning walking and she scored. Popped up to the pitcher for the second out. Emma Longmire has been on base 5 times, 5 different ways. Doubled and scored, reached on an error, singled, walked, got hit by a pitch, and scored. And she'll make the third out. A huge inning for Everett. They put 6 on the board. And it's now 16-7. I missed one of the runs. So it's 17. I don't know if it's a 10-run rule. If the Mercy rule is 10, this would be Classical's last at bat. He scored 6 runs with 4 hits. Yeah, a couple of big errors. Classical's got to, next practice, they got to concentrate on defense. They've dropped fly balls. They've dropped throws. They've misplayed ground balls. It's been a tough night defensively for Classical. The pitching deserves a better fate. Not taking anything away from Everett because they've swung the bat well. But Classicals has scored enough to at least have themselves in the game. But they've given Everett quite a few. Swing and a miss. Simone Wilson singled and scored. Bounced to the pitcher. Waves at that pitch. Call, third strike. Six strikeouts for Warren. Center poster struck out and grounded to short. Up and away for a ball. High for a ball. chased that high pitch and swung right through it. Fishing for ball 3. Juan Wilson flat up to right, singled in a run, scored a run, and it bounced to the pitcher. So she's 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. She was the catcher. She's now the left fielder. Jeez, that pitch was up and away. Two away. Rachel Dana was doubled twice. Both times she scored. And she's got another base hit. Solid shot into left field. Keeps the inning alive. First and second, 2 outs. Via F. Shot, reached on error. Doubled in 2. Tripled in a run and scored. So she's 2 for 3. She's knocked in 3 and scored a run. In foul territory, the second baseman goes over and makes the play. And that might be it. Glasgow's coming out on the field. So I guess 10 runs is not the mercy rule. I'll have to catch up on the rules because we're now going into the 7th inning. So we'll go into the 7th. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 for Everett. So a tough start for the Rams on a cool, very cool, cold night. They've been very gracious hosts. Everett certainly has helped themselves with a lot of base hits. One of them a home run over the left field fence. They got a lot of extra base hits. But with Glasgow with 7 runs, they could very well be in the game, but they've made a couple of tough defensive plays that extended the inning and helped Everett put some more on the board. Plays they should have made. Outs that should have been made. Babcock, the catcher, reached on there and scored, walked, struck out, popped to the first baseman. Singled, knocking in 2 runs in the big 6-run 6th inning. I guess the mercy rule must be 12. In for a strike. Evens the count at 2. Hit foul. Misses and the count goes full. Didn't miss by much. Popped up. Wasn't high enough for anybody to go get it. Good effort by Cinepuss to try to go get it, the catcher. And we'll do it again at 3-2. Swing and a miss. She gets the strikeout. Gianna Masucci struck out. Reached in the fielder's choice, getting an RBI. Fly to left, doubled and scored. Singled and scored. So she's 2 for 5, knocking in a run, scoring 2. Everybody at Everett getting involved. Missing lower for a ball. High for a ball. In for a strike. She started toward first base. The umpire said strike 2. And the count goes full. Swing and a miss. Chevalier striking out the first 2. Alexa Uga singled in a run, grounded out, singled and scored, doubled in a run. Hit foul over the backstop. She's 3 for 5, knocking in 2 and scoring a run. Missing low. Up and away. Swing and a miss. Count goes full. And that's ball 4. Almost had their first 1-2-3 inning. Ashley Seward reached in the fielder's choice, scored, doubled, scored, struck out, singled, walked, and scored. Well, she scored 3. Six extra base hits for Everett, including the home run. That goes to the backstop. Off the shortstop, stayed with it. Good job by Eth. He's got a good strong arm. So for the first time tonight, Everett doesn't score. They scored at least 1 in every inning through the first 6. Top of the 7th, 2 big strikeouts. They gave up the walk, but the ground ball, good staying with it by Eth, the shortstop. She knocked it down and made a good strong throw over to Braswell to get the out. So Classical down to their last 3 outs. It'll be 4, 5, and 6. Everett's had a big night. Masucci, the shortstop, has got a double and a single. Scored 2, knocked in a run. Uga has 3 hits, including a double. Knocked in 2, scored a run. Seaward has a double and a single. She scored 3. Mason has scored 4 runs. She's got a double, a single, a single. She knocked in a run and scored 4. And Vitkusik scored 2, knocked in 2, and the 2 she knocked in was the 1 hit she had. It was a 2-run home run over the left field fence. In for a strike, Brooke Braswell got hit by a pitch, bounced to the pitcher, got hit by a pitch, and scored a run. And she's got a base hit. High for a ball. Emma Chevalier, who's now the pitcher, bounced out to first, grounded out shot to first, and hit a line shot right to the right fielder. So she's 0 for 3. She has done a pretty good job pitching, coming in relief. Pitch in the dirt. A late jump by Braswell, but she gets to second base. Yeah, that's ball 4. So hitting the walk, put 2 on with nobody out. And we got a pinch hitter. Braswell steals third. They threw the ball back to her pitcher. She took off. Swing and a miss. Almost impossible to pick up the numbers. That's a strikeout. Number 7. For Peyton Warren. Hit into center field. Owens gets her second hit, gets an RBI. Braswell scores her second run. Simone Wilson singled in 3 trips. Chops it foul. Fouled off the catcher. Hustles down to their last strike. Strike 3 called. Eight strikeouts for Warren. Centerpuss is the hitter. Hits it foul out of play. Waved at that pitch. 0-2. High for a ball. She strikes out the side in the 7th inning. One's up with 9 strikeouts. And Everett will double up +1, 17-8 over the Lady Rams. Everybody in Everett got involved. For Classical, Lauren Wilson had an RBI single, scored a run. Rachel Dana had a nice night at the plate. She had 2 doubles, a single, scored twice. Neve Eth had a double, a triple, knocked in 3, scored a run. Brooke Braswell got hit by a pitch, got a base hit, scored 2. Asia Olis had 2 singles, scored a run, knocked in a run. Simone Wilson had a single, scored a run. But it was just, they got to tighten up the defense. They made a few plays that extended innings that helped Everett put a lot of points on the board, a lot of runs on the board. They scored in every inning except the 7th, and they had a big 6-run 6th inning to really put it away. As Everett will go to 1-0, Classical will go to 0-1, 17-8, the Crimson Tide over the Lady Rams. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.